So today, we're jumping into this really captivating place set right after World War II. It's called A Full Moon Pact. And let me tell you, it starts off looking like a simple love story, but it just completely spirals into this wild, reality-bending journey. It makes you question everything. Love, destiny, the choices we make. You ready? Let's dive in. Okay, picture this. It's 1945. You're on a ferry, but you can't see a thing. Just this thick, heavy fog all around you. It's completely disorienting. Everyone's a little on edge, right? And one of the passengers just nails it. They say, it feels like we're sailing into the unknown, some twilight zone. And that's so perfect because this fog, it's not just weather, it's a whole mood. It's a symbol for this post-war world, you know? Everyone's just trying to find their way out of the darkness and into, well, who knows what. And right in the middle of all this uncertainty, two strangers meet. First, you've got Eleanor Hartley. She's this ambitious young woman who's literally packed up her entire life to chase this huge, maybe even impossible dream of becoming an actress. And then there's Thomas Nichols. He's a soldier, fresh back from the war, and he's just grappling with it all. He's looking for some kind of peace, some new purpose in a world that just doesn't feel right anymore. So, in the middle of all this fog, Eleanor opens up to Thomas. A complete stranger. She tells him her biggest secret, her biggest dream. She even says, it doesn't sound very smart, but acting, it's the only thing that makes her feel alive. And you know, in that one moment, just that little bit of vulnerability, bam, a real connection is made. It's powerful. And then, almost like magic, the fog just lifts. And what does it reveal? A giant, brilliant full moon. It's this incredible moment, spurred on by this cosmic sign and their instant connection. They make a pact, a full moon pact. Here's the deal. For 1 year, they'll go their separate ways and chase their dreams with everything they've got. Eleanor will hit the stage, and Thomas will find his peace. And then, 1 year from that night, to the day, they'll come back to this very same ferry and find each other again. So the pact is made, and just like that, they're off on two totally different journeys. The next year is all about struggle, it's about growth, and hanging on to the hope of that reunion. First up, Eleanor. She throws herself right into the deep end, the big city's chaotic, cutthroat theater world. You know the scene. Bright lights, big dreams, but also a ton of rejection and that crippling self-doubt. She really has to fight for every single chance she gets. And this right here, this shows you just how strong she is. It's from this incredibly powerful monologue she gives at an audition. She's channeling all her frustration, all her grit, and she basically declares, "You will not silence me." It's a huge turning point. She's not just a girl with a dream anymore. No, she is becoming a full-on force of nature. Meanwhile, Thomas's journey is, well, it's the complete opposite. He needs to face the ghosts of the war. So he throws himself into helping people. He starts volunteering in communities that were just ravaged by the fighting. He finds his new purpose not in destruction, but in rebuilding. And you can really feel where he's coming from. It's rooted in this deep trauma. He says it himself. The things they saw, the things they did, they just leave these scars that never, ever fully heal. So for him, this work is kind of like his way of atoning, a quiet way to find meaning. And he wasn't alone in that, right? A whole generation was trying to piece their lives back together. Okay, so fast forward 1 year. The time is up. Eleanor and Thomas, they've both been through a lot. They've grown, they've fought their battles, and now it's time to keep their promise. But you see the title here, right? Reunion and ruin. That kind of tells you this isn't going to be your typical happy ending. And at first, oh, it's absolutely perfect. There they are, back on the ferry deck, under the stars, just like they said. And that year apart, it didn't weaken a thing. If anything, their connection is way stronger, way deeper. They both found what they were looking for, and it feels like their real story, their life together, is finally about to start. And then Thomas just lays it all out there. He says, "I love you, Eleanor. I've loved you from the moment I saw you." It's everything they've both been feeling, everything they've been working toward for this entire year. It's the absolute peak of this perfect moment. A perfect reunion, right? Well, maybe not. Just when you think everything's going to be okay, the play throws this question at you, and suddenly, you get this really bad feeling. And bam, the whole beautiful moment just shatters. A cop shows up out of nowhere, walks right up to Eleanor, and arrests her. And the charge? Murder. Just like that, this perfect reunion turns into an absolute unbelievable nightmare. Now, this is where we see the real Thomas. He doesn't hesitate for a second. There is no way in his mind that Eleanor is guilty. He absolutely refuses to let her rot in a prison cell. So what does he do? He decides he's going to handle this himself. So Thomas comes up with this wild, super high-stakes plan to break her out of prison. It's all about timing. Step 1, he's got this mysterious key, and he's going to use it to unlock her cell right when the cameras reboot for 5 minutes at midnight. Step 2, Eleanor has to sneak to the prison's eastern wall. It's a known camera blind spot. Step 3, Thomas will be waiting right outside that wall with a getaway car. And Step 4, they're going to floor it to a remote cabin and figure out their new life. It's insane. It's risky. But for Thomas, there's no other option. And the escape itself is just nail-biting stuff. Eleanor is literally about to get over the wall when the warden, this really cruel guy, shows up. He's about to blow the whole thing. But Thomas jumps in, takes the warden down, and makes sure Eleanor gets out. And together, they just vanish into the night. Now they're not just lovers, they're fugitives on the run. Okay, so hold on. Because this is where the story gets really, really weird. I'm talking surreal. It stops being a prison break thriller and becomes this deep philosophical question about what's even real. So as they're fleeing, who shows up? That mysterious stranger from the ferry, the guy who gave them the key. And he looks at them, not like they're criminals, but like they're travelers. Travelers who have been hopping between different realities. And he tells them he's there to give them one last choice. He shows them 3 doors. Door number 1, a brand new life in Paris. No charges, no looking over your shoulder, just freedom. Door number 2 lets them see a glimpse of the future. And door number 3, well, that one takes them right back to prison. Each door is a totally different life, a different fate. So what do? After everything they have been through, the year apart, the perfect reunion, the arrest, the insane escape, they look at these 3 doors and then they look at each other. And they say no. To all of them. Their choice isn't some pre-packaged future. Their choice is each other. It's the promise they made, right under that full moon. And that's it. That's the heart of the whole play right there. Their love isn't just a feeling, It's their anchor. It's the one real thing in this crazy storm of shifting realities. When they choose each other over any other path, they're basically saying that their connection, their promise, that is the only reality that matters. Which, of course, leaves us with one heck of a question. The play really wants you to think about this. If it were you, what would you choose? Would you take a perfect, guaranteed future handed to you on a silver platter? Or would you choose the person who makes any future, even an uncertain one, totally worth living? It's a tough one, right? And a pretty amazing thought to leave you with.